Ave cohort, good morning. Apologies for being about 3 minutes late there to the usual start time, but we're here. We're doing the thing. And we're going to be getting stuck in on DCS, playing on the Persian Gulf map on the free mission server for Pantheon Initiative. We'll be on SRS, although we'll have some folks hanging out in Discord with us. I know some folks will be along later, but at the moment to start with, we've got Trigger Creech, Chief, and myself, and we're going to go have some fun. It's going to be a good time. Bomb some targets, maybe fight some aircraft, and really kind of see what things do. Go ahead and flip things over here to DCS World. Get in the cockpit here so that those various things there for where we are and what we're doing can be better seen. It is a passwordless server, so you can join in anytime if you like. And it should be a good time. Good morning, folks.
Morning.
All right, let me scroll on down here and grab one of the F-15Es. Ooh, I can use my desert skin today. Center my head tracking up again. Good morning, Anna. Desert Pylum. Gaboo, happy fun time. No, I don't want Gaboo, happy fun time. I want Pylum JDAM.
Request rearming. Copy.
It's a beautiful skin there. It really, really is. As far as what exactly we get up to, we can start with some of the air-to-ground stuff. We can try out some of the other missions that I've modified. Matters not to me.
Rearming complete.
Those up. Push these buttons and warm it up. Yeah, managed to finish everything up before the first engine is revved up. Do what it needs to do. AWACS should be on 266, folks.
Okay.
Starting alignment. More importantly, not forgetting that again.
And 2's good jet.
What kind of mission we thinking about first, folks?
Yeah, one of the air to ground should be alright.
Start with Hotel Hell. One of the other things I'm looking to do for some of these missions is
Attention all units. The Hotel Atlantis at the Palm has just been surrounded by a terrorist group, and all the occupants inside have essentially become hostages. They've also set up forces at both sides of the tunnel leading to the outermost part of the island, cutting off any ingress or egress by car. These hostiles are demanding that all their fellow imprisoned terrorists be flown to Kerman Airfield and set free. This obviously is not going to happen. As our negotiating team is stalling them, we need you to strike. If you can knock out the outpost and the comm truck, which we believe is on the mainland side of the tunnel
Taxing up.
entrance, that should disorient them enough to buy time to take out the rest of the forces without the signal being given to shoot up the hotel. Good luck, everyone.
okay. So now he's done with that voiceover. We'll wait for the ad break, and I'll go on with what I want to change for the some of the missions here.
Alright, I'm loading into the server there now.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no, I didn't plug in my test. Shit.
You can plug it in and have it rescan the devices. How to find it.
Will do.
Alright, well, with folks back from the ad break, one of the things I'm looking to change on this particular mission next is to add cap aircraft to the, like the hard versions of some of these objectives. And ground attackers to harass helicopters and things.
Yeah, so a bit like the NTTR 75 missions.
Uh-huh.
A welcome change.
Is really the big thing that I've got with just about all of these variable missions is there is practically nothing in the way of air-to-air combat on a lot of them, unless you're specifically doing air-to-air combat.
Airborne.
In a lot of cases, I don't feel like it's right. It makes it feel like it's a super, like, rotor exclusive type mission where the only threats are to folks who are down on the ground. Or low impact stuff, you know?
Hmm.
And I'm not looking to change all the objectives, you know, usually just like the hardest versions of them, or maybe even like mediums and hards if it goes over well. And I'll just put smaller cap groups or omit some of the aircraft and things from the attackers. But something to add a little bit of spice and maybe breathe some life into these missions that were definitely built before a lot of these aircraft were even released. Okay, so it's Hotel Hell is what we're looking at. I think it's this one. Set up a couple of waypoints.
Hello.
Good morning. Let's see, 2-5.
How y'all do?
Pretty good. 7. Oh. 530. It's 3-digit decimal in this aircraft. 5-5. 7. 415. East. 15 feet.
Who you say?
Right. All right, I got both waypoints encoded into the computer. Mission is spawned already. Climbing up to 25 trigger, and we'll orbit and hold here for a minute for folks.
Okie dokie.
I got the Hotel Hell mission up. We're on the free mission server. Should not have a password.
Yep. Already joining in.
Excellent.
I'm just about ready to taxi. I'll be up.
Sounds good.
I'll be a little while because I have to rebind a bunch of stuff, remember which binds I need and all that, so don't hold up on my behalf. I can always catch the next one.
Understood.
Oh, that was a big sneeze.
Oh, DCS, did you just crash?
Oh no.
Oh no.
It's better than a disconnect. It just means I have to reconnect to the server.
Yeah. We can still hear you, so that's good.
Yep, it sure did crash. So
Dag
get that
nabbit.
rebooted and be right back up. I'll have to do all the things I just did again. It's okay too. Do.
Air to ground load.
Just DCS things. Sometimes it just crashes.
Yeah, it keeps you on your toes, you know.
Hmm.
Oh, excellent. That's already bound. Woohoo.
The
The
shrimp bowl is that.
view hats already. Oh. Oh. Damn. Already has the weapons bound too. Fighter stick's got a lot of stuff on it. Apparently.
There are some HOTASs that have pre-built bindings for DCS. They tend to keep up to date on those with new aircraft that come out. Like some of the X-52s are already pre-bound for the most part. The Thrustmaster Warthog definitely is.
Yeah.
I know the Wind Wing one I'm using has the F-18 completely bound.
Wow. Oh, looks like I need to plug in my dang. Olive, I gotta plug in the throttle. What do you think of that? I got my co-pilot here.
Excellent.
It's the old girl. She did some
love her.
flying herself today. And by that I mean she's too old to jump up on my bed, so she waits for me to lift her up. Yeah.
Oh, adorable.
Yeah. He's a sweetheart.
Okay, so here once more with feeling. Desert Pylon,
Request rearming.
JDAMs.
Copy.
Here's our code 1511. Okay, I haven't completely forgotten everything. We're good.
Woohoo!
It's important.
It is.
Alright.
Been
The
a
one
little bit.
thing this does not have is a rudder axis. Not a twisty stick.
Rearming complete.
Alright. Just trying to think if there's anything else I need to put on the stick with the JF-17. I don't think so. I seem to recall most of the stuff is done in the cockpit.
Yeah, minus a couple of the T button series for
Low
like
altitude.
actually
right.
designating the
Low
target and moving
altitude.
the cursor around.
Yeah, TDC slew. Yeah, I should probably set that up.
But I know like I think it's the TD. It might even be the TDC slew. Like works all of the different slew options for radar and everything else.
Not all of them, most of them. I'll be right back.
Right, I got 2 big JDAMs programmed ready to go when everybody's here.
Copy.
Sounds good.
One's on the compound just before the bridge, the hotel. The other is set by the tunnel near the hotel on its left.
I'm eating my vegetables here, aka actually plugging in the throttle.
I did the same thing earlier. I forgot to plug everything in. What steer point is this mission?
You might have to make one there. Let me put down an orange circle. Basically looking at this area. For both the tunnel slightly southeast and the hotel itself slightly northwest.
There we go.
You may have to teach me how to manually input one.
All right. So step
Fun.
1, go to the master UFC page. Which-
Let me put on my parking brake here.
Sure.
Okay.
So you got the low altitude warning in the top left corner, probably at 250 feet by default.
Mhm.
Tack in STR-1A, whole 9 yards.
Mhm.
Click on STR-1A.
Yep.
I think 10 is the first blank waypoint, so type 10 on the up front console and tap STR-1A again, and that's now on the left-hand side, and you should have a blank waypoint.
Okay, yeah. Blank one.
And then you can use the alt left click method there on the map to pull up your actual coordinates. We use lat long decimal minutes on the coordinates thing that it gives you.
The kneebod's pretty accurate as well if you'd use the decimal on the end instead of the other number.
That's true.
Let long decimal in something there. So I guess I'll copy that one.
Yeah, I usually type it in by hand. Hit shift
Oh, okay,
north. Yeah, hit shift north and then put the northing in, and then shift 6 for east. And remember, there's a leading 0 on the easting. So instead of like 5-5, it's going to be 0-5-5.
Gotcha.
And you can put your elevation there in feet. And then it's coded. And then to select it, you just type in, or you go back to the main page and then type in the waypoint you want and tap STR. You can even slew the pod over that way.
Chief, remove the
East.
wheel
You
chocks.
say there's a 0 in front of it, right?
Correct.
Copy.
Easting and westing is always a 3-digit
chocks are
number,
now
so if it
removed.
only gives you 2, you need to put a leading 0 in it.
Copy.
Or 2 leading 0s if close enough to meridian.
Isn't there a map that makes you put a 1 in instead of a 0?
Yeah,
I remember South at
it's
Yeah.
Nevada and South Atlantic because they're both that far west of the. It's also using westings instead of eastings. It's west of the prime meridian.
Well, that was super simple. Thank you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, to slew the pod over there, you just tap the waypoint number and tap that upper button. Just do the thing. If you want to make it an attack waypoint that is codable for JDAMs just using the waypoint method rather than actually designating with the pod, you would make that steer point a decimal steer point. So it would be, 10 decimal.
Oh, okay.
And that tells the computer that it's an attack point.
Nice.
If you're using iron bombs, it'll give you all of the indicators and drop cues and everything else.
Oh, sweet.
really good for hitting SAM sites.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, definitely.
A lot of untapped bells and whistles there on the aircraft.
I had a ground radars fun to mess around with as well.
Oh, me.
It is. I agree.
Welcome back.
Hi.
I guess I'll take the left side here. Well,
No, go
Well,
for it. It's all yours. You got big enough wings. I'm not going to worry about a formation takeoff.
copy.
brake off. Speed brake on. Okay, in theory, I've got it all bound. Woohoo. Will I remember where any of this is when it comes down to it? Probably not, but hey.
Fundamentally, that's what refam is all about.
That it is. You familiarize. Again.
Refam 2, Electric Boogaloo.
Yep.
Here,
Alright. Time to bring up my cheater notes.
Alright, one's rolling. There's Creech's wake.
I seat both pins, huh? Here's the second pin.
There's one between your legs and one off to the left somewhere. Or like a folding arm.
Yeah, I thought there was a folding arm,
Oh no, Creech.
but... Ah, yes, the emergency O2. Had to turn that on.
Ah, DC.
Oh dear. Oh. Turns out it wasn't the emergency O2. I was getting hypoxia. Oh, there it is.
Did I actually kill Creech hard enough that pushed him out of Discord too?
Yep.
Damn.
That was him just leaving, I think.
Well, I don't hear any of that when I'm in streamer mode. My voices
Right.
just suddenly appear and disappear.
Yeah, it literally just did the ding there. I heard it.
Yep.
I figured without the answer as to "ah, damn it," or similar, you know. Pick up my airspeed a little bit.
Oh, that HMD button on the AAP will taunt me forever. Alright, what's my true heading? What is my heading at the moment?
Alright, trying to swing it south and then should be just about good to engage.
On your mark.
4. True heading set.
Cleared out, trigger.
Turning in.
What's the mission?
Right now we're doing Hotel Hell, which is blow up a bunch of folks before they can execute hostages held at the hotel.
Copy. Just figuring out what I want to bring.
Or thing.
Pickle times 2.
Gold times 3.
Turning off to the southwest.
I'm out to the east.
Free chest if you can get returned to the on-air room when you get a chance.
Yeah, sure thing. Welcome back.
Hello. I completely blue screened on takeoff.
That's
I
bad.
see that.
Yeah.
Running in on vehicles behind the hotel.
I think I officially have the new jank rig.
Hate to see that.
I didn't get the call that they had, we had done what we needed to do there for the towers. We double checked that, initial point.
Let me check. Well, that site's completely erased.
I think we're good. I'm pretty sure this mission, if I remember, only gives you a message if you mess up and attack the hotel first.
Got it. Alright, let's finish it up, Trigger. At least get the rest of the bombs off and do whatever.
One away.
666.
Palm 2 is.
It's left
Data
and
link.
it's the right hand side of your UFC, lower right corner.
Oh, it's right there. Right. The 01 to 199. Mr. NES.
Looks like good effects on target.
Alright, setting up the last of my bombs with whatever's left.
Probably vehicles tucked in on that eastern side of the hotel in the little town.
Yep, I found one.
R2B to rearm.
Why am I getting a low fuel warning?
To turn the fuel pump on.
Yes.
Oh, why it would be a low fuel then?
Only seeing the one vehicle for now, so I'm gonna drop one bomb. See if it clears it.
Roger.
Yes, on. DCS on. What is that? What am I?
Environmental control system, right hand panel.
Right. My dang brain thing. Are you giving me a? You're giving me starter pump? What about the starter pump? It's on.
Not sure what's left down there.
Low altitude. Low altitude.
Okay, cool. I definitely broke this. Oh dear. Let's try that again.
There's a tank and a beach already at the front of the hotel.
Coming around.
Did you have the crew chief remove the covers and ladder?
Yes, that was like one of the first things I did.
Right. I'm trying to roll through the checklist in my head because it's been forever since I've done it.
Yep. Starter pump and engine control on.
'Cause it should just be starter, like the AP panel on, battery on, covers
I was
removed.
having other issues that had nothing to
Oh,
do with that.
got it.
Yep.
Alright, I found them.
And there's my alarm to wake me up because I thought, surely I won't be awake by now.
By the screenshot you sent me, it looked like you had a great time. Good.
Oh yeah, no, I kind of got a crash course in both Unity and Substance Painter, so I kind of know how those work now.
Nice.
Well, Substance Painter more than Unity, but you know.
Pickle times 2.
Fun stuff on.
Yeah,
Should
yeah,
still
I
be 224.
agree there. Also, welcome new first-time chatter.
Check 2 targets.
Congrats.
There you go.
You have successfully
I finished
completed
it up.
the mission. You are cleared for our
TB.
Good stuff.
Call up another one here in just a minute. Yeah, the Strike Eagle is definitely my favorite modern jet. I am also heavily biased to it. It's a very, very, very small kid version of me got to sit in one. Been a love affair ever since. I mean, it's like anything. You get like an immense personal connection or an affinity for something. It just stays.
Yeah, it's true.
It is indeed. There we go.
That one has stuck around more than 30 years now. So
Alright. Inbound to land, few miles out.
Roger. Holding short.
all good choices of aircraft. Really, there's not really a whole lot of bad choices for aircraft in DCS if you've got a passion for it.
Oh sure, Veo doesn't make modules for it anymore.
Exactly.
About to turn on final.
Got it.
Scoot past phase hangar here.
Yeah. I'm getting there,
Mm-hmm.
thankfully. Okay.
Do another air to ground one, and then once everybody's had a little bit of ground pounding good time, and call in one of the new air to air missions I put in.
Yeah. I mean, really more what I'm here for, but
Yeah.
I'm good with anything.
Okay, got the park and brake on. Let's grab more bomb food and gas while we're here.
All important.
Request refueling. Request rearming. Copy.
Mm-hmm. Do canyon extortion.
Attention all units. Looks like a rather brazen terrorist group has set up a makeshift tolling station in the mountains down to the southeast along Highway 7. The small town of Alcan is being used as their base of operations for all this. They're demanding extremely high tolls and have apparently taken the cars of people who didn't have cash on hand to pay them. Destroy this act of highway piracy and give the town of Alcan back to their people.
Runway clear.
Turns out if you start up the engine without completely fucking it, everything else works.
Here we go.
These are lessons for life.
Six.
All on the left, right. And enter the DTC data.
Copy. Updating the DTC now. Hey, thanks for the follow there.
I almost did something foolish. I almost closed my canopy.
Open the canopy.
Yeah.
The way they bang on the canopy scares the shit out of me each time.
Well, of course, it's the guy with the Makarov. FCS shouldn't need a reset. Master arm on.
Alright, waypoint 11 is encoded. The objective from the actual MIS file. Yeah, I think the Strike Eagle might be a little bit too new to actually enter the trial phase, and especially with the spat between Razbam and Eagle Dynamics right now, it could be a minute.
God, yeah. That's a tough one.
No, they're still putting fuel in the jet.
Radar off standby. The dial is set on the MFDs.
For which one?
Radar. Off standby. Remove the
Radar
radar
control
from-
panel should be on your lower left side. It should be like a click knob. Or is it a... No, it's glass cockpit. It's gonna... I think it's the push button in the center. Like center top.
Let's say that is a negative, Ghost Rider.
I think I might need to spend some time in the JF-17.
You know-
Got that one wrong.
Yeah. Problem is I have no idea. Right. Combat page on MFD. Need to set. Don't need to do this on the ground. But it's good to do.
Rearming complete.
Okay, rearming's complete. Selves our Wallow bombs.
HNS to INS plus GPS. That way my shit won't get off. Nose wheel steering. What is this warning? Oh yeah, my canopy and my configuration. Yes, I know, hon.
Alright, waypoint programmed.
Excellent. Just let me know when you're rearmed.
Still doing fuel. I'm at 18,000, nearly done.
Oh, perfect. That lets me take some sips of coffee.
Exciting.
Oh, very.
There we go. I can't mess with the radar, so I don't know why I had it on here to do that on the ground. That's silly.
Where is this
New missions up there, Creech. We finished the
marker?
other one.
Gotcha.
Reference 18 on the knee pad.
Copy.
Yeah, if you go to the knee board on the Striegel and go like one tick bracket right, you're going to use the 2413 and then use the number in parentheses because we use 3-digit decimal in the aircraft.
Gotcha.
Brake removed and That helped me. She's got to fly.
Hey, you got new folks in there. Morning, bestiary.
20,000.
Okay. Well, no theory. Going for the runway. There is a pretty crucial problem here. You know what that crucial problem is? I don't have a rudder.
Is it Z and X by default? It might not
Yes,
be.
but that's really not viable
No,
in
no,
this
it is not.
configuration.
It is not.
God,
Maybe a hat button?
That's what I was thinking, but I don't think any of these are gonna be any.
Oh, excuse me.
Oh,
Bless you.
all good.
All right.
Okay.
Enough to get some mute.
As far as what you missed there, bestiary, we just made our first attack, and we're rearming to do another one.
All right, waypoint programmed.
All right. Well, we'll see if this works.
Fueling complete. Just need the rearm now.
My pod would like you to know that it's masked.
All right. For the fun part. Where the fuck I see. It's been a while since I've been on PG.
Been a while.
No.
Oh.
Rearming
Better
complete.
than that.
Commander, if you're really, really super interested in it and get your DCS updated, I don't know. I don't think you have PG installed. Oh, you might. Maybe. I forget which maps you actually have.
Oh, fucking midday traffic.
Persian Gulf. We'll have to fix that. And also get a bigger drive. It's kind of next on the list. Alright, so you're rearmed and ready to roll, Trigger?
Yep, waiting on you.
Oh, alright. I'm the one holding up traffic. Hey, look,
Where's
light
my
screen.
horn? Never mind my horn. Where's my Makarov?
The best we can do is a Type 65.
Silenced Spec Ops pistol?
Mm-hmm.
That's better.
Yes.
That's better. Okay. I kind of wanted to have the ringing singular report of the gunshot across the dunes so that, the drama of the moment when I blow your fucking head off is a little more clear, but that'll work.
Yeah, that's fair.
Love you, bud.
Hearts and minds.
Well, putting the rudder on this part of my stick actually seems to be pretty good. I got a little thumb toggle.
Oh, Chief, I gotta say, man, these skins are absolute gold.
Thumb toggle that's working out for you? Good. And yes, the skins are mwah, chef kiss good.
Yeah, I love them.
Okay. I'm gonna create some wake turbulence.
Appreciate the ego stroke. Thanks.
Oh,
Thanks for looking out.
hey, Chief.
Yeah.
You know how Photoshop has a fun program for, like, painting stuff directly onto 3D models and stuff? Good old Substance
Yeah.
Painter.
Mm-hmm.
I might have a link for you later. That's all I'll say.
Here's a roller.
Cutting back on the power.
I think there's something I didn't bind. Not on the takeoff side of things. Wait, INTC, is that? Oh, intercept. Yeah, okay. I almost forgot to bind dogfight mode. My favorite mode. Jason, I like to fight. It's not to get.
The random's trying to.
Oh boy.
Oh.
God. What did they do?
Generated a strike mission, apparently.
Attention all units. We've got some disturbing reports from our agents in the city of Kasab.
Well, I
about
mean,
what a local
I'm looking
terrorist
at the
group
side and
has
the stuff is
acquired.
still there, so
Four of the best
maybe this
Russian
group should
rocket
be doing
artillery vehicles
missions.
have just been sighted parked near a mosque. Our agents would have planted explosives themselves, but the area is too well defended. We need you to get in there
Okay,
and
well,
take
we'll
out those
proceed
rocket
on our
artillery pieces.
objective
Now,
then.
because of the rules of engagement, you cannot incur any damage on the nearby mosque, so be smart about your weapons deployment.
I'm climbing up to 25, and then I'll back up the power, or back off the power rather. Neil banging out the
Alright.
tunes day. Is that like a Neil Diamond type thing?
No, it
Or-
is a picture of a hairless rat on a little piano.
Oh, okay.
It's a Tumblr thing, which
it.
none of you are on, so I think it's going to be lost on absolutely everybody here but me, Bestiary.
That's okay. I can consider myself educated.
What? No. Education? We don't need no education.
We don't need no thought control.
No dark sarcasm in the classroom.
I like it.
Ah. As a reference. Alright, I'm up and I'm rolling. Heading your way.
Roger.
That's a dangerous question. Oh, my what's the word? Muscle memory is completely fucked. 'Cause I keep desperately trying to do twisty stick things.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, my poor gladiator.
It
Lost
served.
to us.
It served you well.
I should have kept serving. Better stick's nice, but it's got some less than agreeable aspects to me. All right.
Dart SN9.
I sense Harrier things.
You should be right. I had to pick up the throttles a lot here for a minute and lost too many knots.
You mean SMS off? Oh. I see. The one button I didn't hit on the panel here. Really me.
Alright, back to military power.
Oh, and that would be why my radar.
Radar only works if it's got power to it.
Turns out, you're not going to believe this. Radar need power.
Power?
No, I know. I'm guessing not a nav for this one, so I'm just following y'all out here.
It is on the knee board. You might have to toggle some pages through it. It's reference 18. You'll have to encode the waypoint.
Strike Eagles, you should move to the south and west of the objective. It's a very tight canyon. After I take out the threats, someone can run bombs like right up the line over here.
Roger.
That air to ground.
Alright, planes in hand, turning south.
Bomb set. Fuel, direct fuse.
You
Dart
already
Z,
hit
23. SA9 is destroyed.
Target of opportunity mode set.
We'll take out this CU and then a spark, and then it should be clear. It's a very small town. So,
Roger, I got no. Yeah, TGP.
Alright, you're up.
Good hit.
Alright, I'll let y'all have your fun, because, I got the WD-40.
Tally smoke on target. Or smoke from target is a better use of that one, I think.
Dart Z, SU-57.
Okay, and you get a bomb. You get a bomb. And you get a bomb.
Shaq Z, SU-57.
I'm gonna start with the.
So I'm going to join him and put you guys in this space.
Okay, doke. I got SRS up and running.
Taking it just
266.
compound-
That's fine.
Yeah,
compound
266.
tower type thing.
Yeah, right.
Roger, Creech. Master arms on, air to ground mode is up. I think I'm gonna do this one the fun way.
Let's wait.
Remember how to cue the sight off the radar. I gotta remember that again. Huh.
1 second, sit back.
Alright, in the mud. On 0.96 in the mud.
I'm holding off and watching what's left.
Attention all units. Looks like a rather brazen terrorist group has set up a makeshift polling station in the mountains
Again?
down to the southeast along Highway
Somebody hit the
7.
mission replay.
The small town of Alcon
Ah.
is being used as their base of operations for all this. They're demanding extremely high tolls and have apparently taken the cars of people who didn't have cash on hand to pay them. Destroy this act of highway piracy and give the town of Alcon back to their people.
Triple 3, I'm off. Off north.
Good hits.
There is something I forgot.
Good hits is what I like to hear. Picking those back up.
Tend to run in. See a few stragglers left over.
Attention all units. It looks like a rather brazen terrorist group has set up a makeshift polling station in the mountains down to the southeast along Highway 7. The small town of Alcon is being used as their
It's
base
morning
of
time there,
operations
Anna, so
for
we got
all this.
coffee rolling
They're
here
demanding
today.
extremely high tolls and have apparently taken the cars of people who didn't have cash on hand to pay them.
Just cream, no sugar.
Destroy this act of highway piracy and give the town of Alcon back to their people.
I don't.
One away.
Set soy.
One away.
I only needed the one for now.
Top of your head, Pylon. Please set the sensor of interest in this bird.
There is a button for it for left and right and left, center, right. I want to say it's one of the T buttons.
Ah, so it is. It's left control 1 and 2.
5 seconds.
I had a Danish this morning, Anna. That counts.
Where was that bomb going?
Wherever it wants.
Must not have my laser code set right. It's happening on the ground. I don't know why it's not.
Snowplow.
Did you make sure the pod's laser code's on the right as well?
That's no good.
Good shack on the stragglers.
There's one vehicle left by one of the checkpoints. I just saw it.
I think I see it.
Stand by.
Faye's got the WD-40 for it.
You know, I thought I did. I'm having some technical difficulties. There we go. That should be viable. Coming about. Visual, at least. Okay, a lot of things need to happen really quickly, and I'm not sure I have the confidence to do that. Let's see. Locked and pig.
The Amazon sprinkle box is on its way.
I don't think that was too short, although she is doing a little bit of maneuvering here.
Oh, she should be right.
Oh, there's two tanks.
Do you think?
Maybe. Nope.
Oh, nope.
Nope. I don't know, she's got enough energy, maybe she'll figure it out.
She hit the rail. It flew
That's
over the
hard to
top of the
say.
target, but it looked like it hit the hill.
No, it's still going. I think you might be desynced.
I believe it.
Oh. Chief's... The indication on Chief's end seems to be that this thing is broken.
Good job, ED.
That's fantastic. Pig.
See if this one does it.
It's just completely going wherever the hell it wants to.
I mean, it's at least moving towards the mission objective, as far as I'm seeing it
It
fly.
super isn't. It super isn't. I cannot even begin to describe how much it isn't.
And pop.
That's good deployment.
Yep.
No, it isn't.
Yeah,
What
it is.
are you
It's right over
talking
the edge.
about?
Oh, that's some dead tanks.
Y'all are living in a completely different, like, universe than me right now.
Yeah, all tanks dead.
Y'all, I have nothing on my scoreboard, and also I watched both missiles plow directly into a hill. I am telling you.
I believe you. It's
Yeah, me
also
too,
weird that, I mean, the stream caught it. That flew straight towards the objective where you wanted it to go and popped directly over the top of both T-72s.
How did
Yep,
they
I'm looking on the
fuck this?
T-pod and it's all dead.
How did they fuck this that badly?
I've seen it all on my teapot too.
How is it? It works for absolutely everybody, but
the person who
aircraft
launched it.
launching the weapon. And it's not counting kills. It's not counting it.
No,
So
I see that.
I'm just.
It's also not telling me that the mission's complete, too, so...
I think there's one left somewhere. I'm trying to find it.
I am staggered.
Attention all units. Looks like a rather brazen terrorist group
I'm-
has set up a makeshift
I'm gonna run in with my 3 bombs and see what happens.
I just pickled 2.
The small
Oh,
town
it looks
of
like there's
Alpine
GPUs
is
going
being used
somewhere.
as their base of operations for all this.
I'm gonna RTB.
They're demanding extremely high tolls and have apparently taken the cars of people who didn't have cash on hand to pay them. Destroy this act of highway piracy.
You know
and
what,
give the
too?
town
I
of
think it
Alpine
was
back to their
D6 for Chief, because he was making a comment about the typical ED GB6. I think only he and I know the truth, because he's going to mark the last surviving vehicles.
3 JDAMs en route.
I think y'all are living in the shadow world.
I mean, maybe.
Oh boy, well, I'm not going to be refamiliarizing with Jeff if that's the situation.
That's completely borked.
We can do air-to-air. Maybe that's
I
not
don't
broken.
even want to know what's going to happen if I do that. in this.
My bombs just yeeted off. God knows where.
Okay, Shack T-72.
So maybe my.
Is
LTV
it?
What the fuck is going on?
Is it? Are you sure?
It gave me the pop-up for it.
Didn't for any of us.
Oh god.
This
We're-
is bullshit.
We're in hell. We're in actual hell.
Extending.
Hey Siri, this is never something that's happened in DCS before. This does
This
not
isn't-
happen.
Do you think when they did the hotfix for the F-16's INS, it broke everything else?
Christ,
like-
that would be like them, wouldn't it?
Like this is the break Razbam stuff hotfix. Well, no, because the JF-17 is Deka.
Yep.
What?
Break
Ah.
everybody but our stuff hotfix. Oh.
Okay, new smoke is on target, so I just need to find the smoke without the burning shit by it.
1 going in. 2 going in. See how this goes.
Good luck, Trigger.
Well, here in the world of truth and light, I can say the bombs seem to be looking at the right targets.
Lima Charlie
That's a
266.
start, I
Chief.
guess.
Yep. So I gotta be really.
You know, according to the stream, Chief, it looked like that
thinking
GB6 went right
just
where it
to
wanted to,
avoid
but
the
it very much
pain,
didn't.
The gladiator's better. Maybe it's not dead yet. Maybe it's a zombie.
I watched the first one just plow into the mountain without even deploying.
That one I did see.
Check 1.
Didn't quite hit the tank. Kind of hit that empty,
What the f-
The
already
other one
destroyed
deployed, but
roadblock.
somehow since a fuse munitions just tickled
Oh
the
my
T-72s.
God.
Don't know what's up with that.
Oh no.
Open's fucked.
You know what? Fuck that tank. It's getting a big one.
When in doubt, use more WD-40.
Yeah, okay.
Last tank is by that outpost.
Roger, in, hot on armor.
Come on, Teapot, look over there. Thank you. There's the
Ripple-
tank.
Ripple
Teapot
4.
transfer.
Ripple forward, and we could do the air-to-air and see if that's going to work, or if it's going to be something extra special.
I think I'm gonna give my brain time to rest here.
After that loop-de-loop shit, I don't blame you.
Yep. I think I'm gonna. Yep. I don't think I got this in me right now.
That's okay.
Yeah.
Big
All
one's
good.
coming down. Oh, I think it's... Where are you going?
All right. Well,
Oh, it still hit it. I'll take it.
good luck in the dark world, y'all. Peace.
Congrats. You have successfully completed
Take
the
care.
mission. You are cleared for
Hey,
RTV.
it's done. Finally.
That was,
Where are we right now?
no.
Painful.
Alright, I think I'm going to call in one of the Vietnam missions. Actually, no, I'll call
We
in a
got 2
modern one.
bombs left.
Alright, air to air.
Heading back
Oh,
to
we're
the
doing it air? Oh, in that case, let me get rid of these 2. I don't want these on my jet. No.
air. 600 knots at 9,000 feet. Ooh, the crew chief be mad at me.
Attention all units. Reports are coming in that the Iranians are dispatching some of their best fighter aircraft to the mouth of the Straits. This could be the precursor to them attempting to launch an offensive and shut down the shipping lanes. Get over
Selecting
there,
low rate in the
take out
gun.
those fighters, and ensure we maintain air supremacy.
Alright, Overlord. What's it
Overlord
look like?
1-1, Colt 4-1, request bogey dope.
Come on, Overlord, don't screw me.
He's probably gonna.
Overlord 1-1, Colt 4-1, request bogey dope. Colt 4-1, Overlord 1-1, Bra 048 for 120 at 28,000 knots.
Alright, I'm on 257 for SRS.
Colt 4-1, Overlord 1-1.
049 for 120.
049 for 120 at
Coming right.
28,000 knots.
Turn final.
Colt 4-1, Overlord 1-1, Bra 050 for 120 at 23,000 knots.
Attention all units. We're getting frantic calls from officials north of Fujairah saying that a large oil storage facility is currently being attacked by an enemy force from the north. There's a refinery in the area, and our folks over in intelligence believe this is an Iranian-sponsored terrorist hit to either cut the competition or get free oil for themselves. Whatever the case may be, we need to put a stop to this.
Picking up
Head
the
over
bandits.
and destroy the attacking enemy force.
Yeah,
I'm
they're,
not seeing them yet.
they're super intermittent at 110 miles.
Rough altitude?
27. $21,000. NCTR positive identification F-14s.
Great.
Flight of 2 in close. Positive ID on targets is pair of F-14s.
We've got enough sped between us, Panam, that should stop them doing any twist shots.
Correction, it looks like a larger group. Correction, looks like a larger group, possibly 4 ship.
You have any good news for me?
We're all here together.
You know what? Yeah.
Bumping up, range 80 miles. Maybe the real Tomcats and Wizzos are the friends we made along the way.
Yeah, can't deny that.
Oh, I wonder if it spawned even more aircraft than what it says in the mission. Yeah, whatever. I like this. And Airmaster mode is up, 64 miles and closing. Oh my god, please tell me someone else is. He fired, going defensive. Defensive from F-14.
Getting over here.
Start making them waste those Phoenixes.
I'm gonna push.
I only gave him Phoenix A's.
Yep, that's a definite 4 ship. Yep, one's fired at me.
This is where the fun begins. Try and put him in the notch. There isn't at the moment there, Bestiary, but there could be. Multi-crew is a thing for a couple of aircraft in DCS. The F-14, F-15, the Gazelle helicopter, the Hind, the Apache, the Mi-8 all have, and the Huey all have multi-crew slots. Alright, turning away from this bastard and taking it down to the deck.
Box 3.
Good job, Trigger. If I can get him to spoil a couple more Phoenixes, we can really
Flash
commit
one.
on it.
Good hit,
But I'm
good hit.
also defensive.
Understood.
I'm trying to keep going fast. If you said the A's, they shouldn't have the agility to Keep up, hopefully.
He's fired again.
Yep, went right under me. Woohoo!
I'm gonna try and have it get lost in ground clutter here. Push him back towards this town.
One of them just went right by me. I'm merged.
Roger. They're still keeping me standoff distance there. But I think if I can lose him in this ground clutter real quick, I can commit. Sorry about your windows in town, folk. I don't know if that's just bleed through or if it's an error or what.
Whoa!
You alright?
Yeah, that missile just went right by the canopy. There he is, right in front of me. Come on, radar. Box 3. Splash 2.
Good shot, Trigger.
Where's his buddy? Think I see him.
Yeah, I know. I'm high G. Oh, I've got one that's separated from the other shooting at me. That's why he's keeping me pressed. Pushing north. Standoff distance is not all up in my face. He is keeping me at arm's length by shooting missiles at me to make me turn, so I can't put my nose on him and go shoot at him with my own missiles. Answer Bestiary's question there.
I'm trying to press on him right now.
The Trigger's trying to continue the engagement and is in among a couple of the aircraft.
Rolling. Full burner.
Come on, radar. Found him. Right there. Down to heaters, though. Keeping him on the defensive. Fox 2. He's dumping flares. Here we go. Merged.
Alright, climbing up for your fight, Trigger.
I used the speed brake on that turn.
As well you should.
Almost on a 6. Box 2.
You're out here to the east.
Splash 3.
Good job, Trigger.
Where's the 4th?
Air mission is
Oh!
complete. You are cleared for RTB.
Oh, you don't get to shoot at anybody.
That looks like you were distraction this time.
Yeah, I mean, that's just the way it works out sometimes.
Go fight, Trigger.
Yeah, solid fight,
Nah,
Trigger.
I learned... I was actually watching one of Growling Sidewinders videos of him notching MiG-31 missiles.
Mm-hmm.
All you do is keep your speed above Mach 1 and keep wiggling left 90 degrees, right 90 degrees, and it literally throws the missile off, and when it gets in close, it doesn't have...
Doesn't have the juice to hit you.
Yeah, it just passes right by you because it can't make the turns at those high speeds.
Interesting. I like it.
So I'm actually glad that worked. You'll be able to see it in TACP. You'll see what I was doing.
We'll
Oh, yeah,
watch
for
that.
sure. Sure. In the meantime, though,
I've
it
been
looks like
wanting
I've
to
got
try
an
that.
I've got an air-to-ground mission up. Apparently.
I'm nearly... Well, I'm Joker fuel right now, but
Yeah, no,
I'm out of ordnance. I'm empty.
Yep, time to go home.
Ooh, that one got the palms sweaty.
I believe it. I mean, look, the 54 is an old and extremely fat missile. but it's still capable of killing you if you don't pay attention and do what you need to do to get away from it.
Mm.
It is a yeah, telephone.
The thing people forget most is that missile was designed to shoot down bombers, not nimble fighters.
Mm-hmm. The sea makes up for it a little bit, but even it's not as good as it could be, which is why we don't use them anymore.
Mm.
Imagine like a nearly 1,000-pound air-to-air missile.
Oh god, yeah. Aren't we on to like the AMRAAM Ds now?
Yes.
Thought so.
All right, 63 miles to home. I'm fuel state 7.8.
Despite how much I was in Afterburner, I'm just crawling to 8.9.
I had to use it a bunch to, like first I was trying to bump up to a higher altitude so I could get the loft shot with the AMRAAM.
Mm.
But he fired at me with the Phoenix first, like you do.
Yeah, once I saw
it is
the
absolutely
space,
a horrifying size for a missile there, Bestiary. It was designed to shoot down Tu-22 backfire bombers back in the 60s and 70s.
Yep.
So it was meant to try and kill them in one hit and make sure they die. But they are an extremely heavy and extremely big missile, which makes them not very maneuverable at middle to low altitudes. But that wasn't their primary target, which is why when you look at like the AMRAAM missiles that I'm carrying there on that outer pylon, they are much smaller and a lot more agile. But they trade off for the range.
That being said, the D models out now have much more range.
They do. They almost recover the range that we lost from the Phoenix, but we don't have any D model AMRAAMs in DCS.
With good reason.
Oh yeah, you're not going to see any of the latest and greatest when it comes to DCS stuff. A lot of it is just either too classified or don't have the permissions for it, or whatever else the reasons might be.
Like, I'm still surprised the Typhoon's getting the Meteor missiles, to be honest.
I think for some of those, it's also a case of, well, if we simulate it, as long as it's not 100%, it should be largely okay.
Yeah. Those things have some range, though.
There's a mod for a D model AMRAAM, but it's not great.
It's just basically a C with a faster motor on it to try and simulate it with.
That's all it is.
Broadly speaking, the mod aircraft for this game kind of fall into one of two categories: either too good to be true, or
real shit, real shitty.
Yeah. Like on the one hand, we're talking about the A4 Skyhawk. Because the A4 Skyhawk, realistically, should probably replace the Su-25T as the freebie aircraft in DCS, because you get one for free. And the Frogfoot is not a bad jet. I used it for many, many years. I was perfectly content with what it could do. Of course, it was also a period of time where it was the only one that had any kind of anti-radiation missile for shooting radars. But it definitely shows its age now, and the people who did the A4 mod have done it so well that it is virtually module quality. And
clickable cockpit too.
Yeah, clickable cockpit, which is not something you get to hear a lot. A lot of customized things with it, like the little power cart that attaches to it when you turn ground power and the air on and things. But the people who did the A4 mod didn't want it to be a paid module, and they were worried that Eagle Dynamics would make it a paid module rather than have it replace the Su-25 as a freebie, so they elected not to sell it. And we got an ad break about to start, so I'm going to have to pause that story here. Actually, no, I'm going to snooze it for 5 minutes. So I can finish the story first so we don't lose that train of thought. So on the one hand, I can applaud them for wanting to stick to their integrity on that one. But on the other, like, I feel like the first aircraft that really gets somebody hooked into DCS should be something that could do a little bit of everything. You know, the A4 Skyhawk, I believe it's a was an aggressor aircraft for many years for dissimilar air combat training for both the Navy and the Air Force. I think they might have finally retired it. I know the Navy's still using F5s and T-38s and things.
I think Bukhara's rating said something about them being retired early 2000s.
Yeah. But it's a small light attack aircraft. It's got some pylons on it. You can carry some decent sidewinders on it to do a little bit of air-to-air. Nothing great, no, but it's comparable to the F5. It's got some bombs. It's carrier capable. It's air refueling capable. It's not particularly fast. It's not a supersonic aircraft. Like, there's a lot to be said for the scooter. I think an A4D Skyhawk would be kind of a perfect choice for, here's an introductory freebie aircraft to DCS. Now, don't you want to do all the really cool stuff, like buy our Hornet? You could do more carrier stuff. Buy our Tomcat, you can do carrier stuff with an extra crew member. Try some of our helicopters, you know? If you really want to get somebody hooked, don't let them fly the pain and punishment that's the Su-25.
Yeah, at the time, wasn't it like the Su-25 was the non-clickable and the
T-51, it's the trainer Mustang.
Yeah, was the clickable cockpit, which, I mean, back then was fine, but they can do so much better now.
They really could, and they probably should. I mean, as it stands, the A4 is still free. You just have to go download it, and then you can use it. So I guess there's that. Like, if you really wanted to do it, but I feel like if they had something that was integral that shipped with DCS, it would be a better option.
Yeah.
You know, it's kind of like the whole thing with SRS, right? Like, SRS is kind of a ubiquitous radio, and the guy who does the coding for it is phenomenal. Like, he's got the radar effect, or radio effects in it. You've heard when I was talking to Chief a little bit. It's got the mic clicks. It's got attenuation for distance when it gets too much, and the curvature of the Earth, and terrain, and all those kinds of things. And it integrates well with another external module called LOT-ATC, which is a live AWACS. You know, it actually uses the transponder codes and everything else to identify your aircraft in LOT-ATC, and allows the AWACS to communicate with everybody flying, and they don't even have to be playing DCS to use LOT-ATC. It's been a minute since Gleam's been up to do it, but we've had Loki's Child up providing AWACS stuff for us, and they don't play DCS. They don't even have DCS installed, but they've got LOT-ATC and SRS and can communicate that way. But if DCS proper, Vehicle Dynamics proper, actually gets their voice, their integrated voice IP stuff working on the same level, and working with external programs like LOT-ATC, then to me that kind of trumps and hedges out SRS as a program, because an integrated module is going to fit the game in all of its brokenness more seamlessly than an external one in most cases. There's exceptions always, but
Low altitude.
that's kind of my thoughts there on that.
Alright, on final.
I'm wheels down.
Gotcha. I think Creech isn't too far away.
I'm just in an orbit above the airport at about 25,000 feet.
Ah.
Full brake, stabilizers out. Or pitch downward, rather.
I'm assuming there's a bit of wind. I got some hood drift.
A little bit. Not a lot.
There is a little bit, yeah. Not all that though.
Alright, this one I'm not going to snooze, so we got an ad break coming up here in less than a minute. And we'll catch up with you soon. Yeah, Creech is like universally quiet, and I've got him turned up in Discord to about 150%, and he's still that quiet.
I got him on 200, and it's like a fucking mouse.
Damn, what the hell?
Creech, you gotta up the input decibels of your mic.
Get a new mic, bud.
No, not a new mic. You just have to adjust the settings for it. some of the default settings in Microsoft Windows and whatnot actually put the mics pretty low.
Yeah. Oh, a bit of turbulence there.
Might be my wing wake if you're just coming into it.
Can you
Back
guys hear me
wheels
any
are
better?
down. That's slightly better, yes.
A little more.
How about now?
Perfect.
Hey!
Nice. There we go.
We'll have to
The Canadian's voice in all its splendor.
we'll have to warn folks now not to get blown out by Creech's impressive voice.
Damn.
Well, if somebody's got you dialed up to like 250% or whatever to hear you, they're suddenly going to be a hell of a lot louder.
They're gonna have a headache. Yep.
I'll have something.
Mm-hmm.
Jesus, you turned the volume up and on my end you sound much deeper. What the hell?
That's so funny.
That's just the hotness of Creech at that point.
It's just a big ball energy, really. Let's be honest.
Little bit of Canadian ASMR.
From old and busted to new hotness.
We're gonna get you a stack of flapjacks there, eh, and put some syrup all over it.
Oh, that sounds good.
It really kind of does. Damn it! I want breakfast now. Like an actual.
Then will you
breakfast,
shut
not
up?
the
You're making
Danish.
me hungry.
Well, you guys are on the ground. I'm up here with an air-to-air loadout. I might as well.
We'll see if we can actually. We can't call one in because they got a ground mission up. I think Saipan is
gotcha.
actually engaging it right now.
Oh yeah, can't do multiple missions, right?
Chief, if you're listening there, can you take a peek and tell me if there's an air-to-ground mission up somewhere? Like if it actually spawned.
Request refueling. Request rearming. Copy.
Oh, I'm going to be refueling for a hot minute. Alright, thanks, Chief. Alright, we'll take care of the air-to-ground mission, and then we'll see about calling something up for air-to-air. I'm going to be back in just a moment. It's a little warm in this room, so I'm going to see if I can't make that a little different. Okay, and we're back. Situated in the
Welcome
chair
back.
again, turn on the head tracking. Looks like we lost a trigger.
Yeah, I'm getting hungry and there's a few things I need to do before it gets too late.
Yeah, sure thing.
Didn't know if you wanted to do a quick tech view or...
You know, let
You know
me
what? We could do that.
let me do a quick tack view, and then for anybody sticking around, we'll go to the NTTR 75. And hang on a second. Let me actually check in with Commander there real quick. Okay, yeah, no worries. So, yeah, whoever wants to come up with us afterwards, we'll take a quick peek. Yeah, Chief, we're going to look at TAC view real quick, just to see what happened there, and then probably NTTR 75, which the new version of that one is up and running on the server too. All right, so let me hop out of here so I can get a nice clean TAC view file. And then we will pull it up and I will simulcast the stream here into the room so that y'all can follow in real time rather than about 7 seconds behind. Golf variable, it's loading that. And go for that. And here you guys go with that. There you go.
Got it.
All right, so this was after the first crash. This is our first attack on that Hotel Hell. You got cleared in hot, and we both release it almost exactly the same time.
Oh, it looks good.
Just all the JDAMs going in.
That's a very bad day.
For Bestiary and anybody else watching, TacView is another program that integrates with DCS. It actually also integrates with a couple other flight simulators too. I think Falcon BMS and Falcon 4.0 it does, and IL2, Battle of Stalingrad. It'll integrate with that as well. You just have to set it up properly for it. But what TacView does is it grabs telemetry data from the game and converts that into information that it can use to give you this screen that shows you kind of what's going on and what's happening and where things went. Sometimes it has a little bit of desync, but it is an extremely useful tool for assessing both your own performance and the performance of everybody else around you. For your own aircraft, at least here in DCS, it provides a lot more information than what it does for others. Sometimes the fuel and fuel flow and everything else doesn't cross over because it doesn't, until he updates TACView to include that information for newer aircraft, it doesn't actually show up. But it will give you like your altitude in feet, your indicated airspeed, your true airspeed, heading, track. You've got the 3D lines here that show like this reddish, pinkish colored vertical line is G load on the aircraft right now. The dotted line is the true placement of my nose. The blue line that's solid is the actual flight path. And this kind of teal sort of line with the cross on it is where my head tracking with track IR is showing that I'm looking. The green line is a direction and nautical miles line between you and the secondary target that you use to control right click on. Like if I click one of these objects down here, it'll move to that. But you can also do in the cockpit, so you can kind of see both where I'm looking and what the HUD glass is showing. And since you watched me fly in the stream a little bit early, you can kind of interpolate that, right through here is all of the HUD console nonsense. So a lot of information. But we'll actually jump down here to the ground area and kind of see some of the targets that were there. Morning Frost. 31 went in and killed most of those targets on the first hit. Pair of 2,000-pound JDAMs hit the hell out of that outpost and killed it.
Yeah, they were the same two I targeted.
Now, it's good to double up on it, because if it wasn't killed in the first pass, we would have an issue. Well, I use a device called Track IR. And what it does, it has a little infrared sensor that sits up on top of my monitor, which I will take an actual picture of here with my phone and post it there in the Discord, because you'll be able to see it there. And then there's also a clip that attaches to my headset, because I use the Track Pro device that goes with it as well, and that provides a little more accurate head movement, and it just kind of like monitors the location of those little infrared lights and interprets that as movements for my head and puts that in the game. There's a lot of games that actually use that now. I use it for Arma, so if you see like me looking away from the gun or whatever else, or away from the sights, it's Track IR. Track IR is doing it for it. It's not a VR setup, so I'm just kind of using my own monitor with that. There's the channel I want that in. And the camera. We've got the old sensor there. And if I take my headset off, there, those are uploading now. There you go. Now, so between the sensor unit on top of the monitor and the clip that is attached to my headset, the sensor basically looks for the alignment of those 3 points and uses that to determine how my head is located and positioned and everything else. I am kind of looking a little bit away from my screen, but it uses proportional guidance. So if I turn my head a little bit, it moves the camera a little bit. If I turn my head about 30 degrees to the left, it looks all the way over my shoulder. So I can still look at the screen with my eyes while my head is slightly turned, and it'll scale it as it goes out. And you can actually determine the rate of that scale. Like, you can actually set the curve for it. So if you want to have super fine control in close, you can make that small, where you actually make larger head motions to look around certain parts of the airframe. But if you want to look all the way over your shoulder, for example, and whatever it is you're doing, you just dial that curve up and out. And, once you cross that magic 30, 40 degree plus line of whatever you set it to, it'll look completely over your shoulders. You can still see the screen. It is a neat little system. All right, so anyway, those 2 bombs hit there. Back to this, and then at that point we were extending. I like that we were attacking this from both sides.
Yeah.
There we go. And there's another 6-pack of bombs. I think we traded places on this one, because you actually hit all the trucks right there. And my bombs, 3 of my bombs are going into the same zone, which left the T-72, the BTR-80, and a BMP-1. Is the only vehicle still upright.
Yeah, which I eventually got once I found them.
Yep. Yeah, right there. Bonk.
That was the BTR. There was still the other 2 left. They were the ones that was in front of the hotel, but couldn't see them.
Yep. There they go. Died at that point, when you actually managed to see them. Oop.
Yeah. Chief called out where they were.
Yeah. Alright, so if I grab this and slide up to the next major event, this was the other mission. Chief was already out here blinking away at the SAM threats that were present. He's flying a Harrier too. Real precise there with those rockets. I think it's the APKs is what he was saying.
Yeah, it was. I heard him calling dot.
Yeah, I heard the dart calls. APKWS is the Advanced Precision Weapon Kill System, which basically puts a laser seeker on the end of a Hydra 70 rocket. A 2.75 inch diameter rocket. Which creates GPU 10.
Yeah, we're not going to talk about that one.
I mean, it was close, it just didn't track the rest of the way. Did you change your actual GPU code on the ground prior to the starting the engines?
I did.
Okay. I know that was an issue.
But I know this was a little bit borked, this mission, so maybe that had something to do with it. I don't know.
Did you have the laser armed in the back seat?
Shit. That might have been my... Yeah.
There you go. There you go. Yeah, so for this one, I was trying to come in, I started to come in high, and I went, you know what, no, I'm going to do this the fun way. So I rolled the aircraft over, because I don't want to keep negative G's in the jet. If I were just to push the nose straight forward, the F-15 uses a gravity fuel system for feeding its feed tank, which in turn feeds the engines. So if you put negative G's on the aircraft, you're no longer feeding fuel into the jet, and as soon as the fuel tank is exhausted for the feed tank, which is only a couple thousand pounds, it goes very quick in the F-15, it'll shut the engines down because the engines become fuel starved. So I roll the aircraft over, so that way I keep positive G on the aircraft as I pull down to drop my nose. So I'm getting in here, I'm in the dirt, completely masked from the site. Not that it's got anything to kill me at this point. Oh no, I guess there's an Igla troop down there. And I pick the nose up just a little bit so I can get the bombs a little bit aloft, let them off, leave, and the other thing TACView displays is estimated lethal range of whatever the SAM systems are down there. So I'm skirting away from it. The bombs are guided by their GPS coordinates, and they take care of most of that site in one pass.
One pass, haul ass.
Mm-hmm. Drops another not working because there's no laser GPU 10.
Mm-hmm.
Trigger's got a couple of GPU 38s going in, 500-pound class JDAMs. Oop. Good hit. A comes in with the WD-40. That is the GP6 sensor fused munition canister. And this one goes into the hill. Which, according to Chief, that's what Chief saw as well.
Yeah, that's what I saw as well.
And Faye said that they saw something different. It looked like it might have had the energy to do it. Now this one, Faye said went to space, or otherwise flew weird. And just went stupid. But I saw it do exactly this, which is what TACView records for me, because it's just grabbing the telemetry data that I can see. And it looks like it went right where it was supposed to, popped like it was supposed to, and then the little sensor fused hockey pucks shot themselves out and destroyed the tanks without actually giving them kill credit. Because on their machine, it said it went someplace completely different. This is where things kind of got weird. Reach jettisons the GPU-10? Yeah. And I came in and dropped a pair of GPU-38s. That damaged one tank and destroyed another. Chief comes in with some marker rockets. Trigger throws a curveball of a GBU 38. Good marks from Chief. 38 kills 1 tank. I drop in 4 and miss it. Oh my
The
god.
31 didn't.
The 31 did not. The 31 was definitely an all function degreaser there on that.
That's when I jettison the bombs.
Yep. All right, so now we got the air-to-air fight, which is really kind of what we were wanting to look at, I think. There were 4 Tomcats up.
This was scary.
He did, in fact, shoot a 54 at me early. What I'm trying to do here is fly in such a way that the radar on the F-14 loses me. As with a pulse Doppler system, what it's looking for is differential to determine what is an aircraft and what is the ground. Because normally, if you look at a radar that doesn't have any kind of a filter for that, you're going to get all the ground returns and everything the radar is actually hitting. So what a pulse Doppler system does is it kind of filters a lot of that out by going, what's moving at the same speed as the aircraft, because that should be the ground. So by turning myself completely perpendicular, like I'm crossing the T, use an old naval analogy, what I'm attempting to do is move at a speed relative to the other aircraft that it thinks I'm the ground. And therefore it will lose the lock. It'll drop the lock there for a minute. In lieu of that, after flying for a couple of seconds in that fashion, I just turn completely away to maximize the range between me and the target, because when you get a launch cue in the aircraft that says you're in range, you can shoot this guy, what it's doing is it's calculating the speed of the aircraft, the closure rate, and your own speed, and goes, yeah, as long as everything stays exactly like this, you're in range. So if we change it up, open the range up, move away, increase my speed, pick up my nose, change my altitude, a variety of different things. The missile has to fly because it's trying to intercept me, so it has to fly ahead of me in some fashion. That missile is going to try and continue to get out in front of me, and it just can't because I keep moving, and it loses all its energy, and then we'll just plunk into the sea. Let's roll back. Because Trigger had a much more adventurous time with this than I did.
Adventurous is one way of putting it.
Here's one Phoenix. Oh man, this guy just drove in for you. He wanted to get you with Sparrows. You shoot at him. And kill him. Here comes a Sparrow. How close does the Sparrow get to you?
Yeah, I saw it going, didn't he?
Near enough you can read the serial number on that one.
Oh, yep. Yep.
And
Easily
the
flights
Phoenix,
That's my
after
point, though, because I had the speed and the energy. It couldn't do it.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
And then you still have the Phoenix coming in too.
Oh.
Which, oh my God, did he blue on, or did he red on red yet? This guy? No, he didn't. Got away.
Oh, Trigger.
Not worried. Again, no energy.
Yeah, no energy. It fell through you. It could not pick up the nose enough to get to you.
Look at my speed.
700 knots, true airspeed. You're well above the sound barrier there.
Good tactic. I like that.
I was gonna say that's probably what I'm going to use to close on F-14s from now on.
Mm-hmm.
Shoots a 9L at you, which you already got away
Gotcha.
from before it could turn around to try and see you. I imagine you didn't see it because I don't see a bunch of flares coming off the back of your aircraft.
No, I didn't even bother because I seen it wasn't keeping track. I was like, I'm not going to waste flares on a missile that isn't tracking properly.
Cool. You shoot him with a close range AMRAAM. It's live off the rail. Shoot him down.
I knew for a fact if I did aim 9s, he would have just evaded it with all those flares.
Where? What's this guy doing?
He
Is
went
this-
after Chief, apparently.
Oh no, he went after. Oh no! This guy fired a Phoenix from a long way off and kills Chief.
I didn't even see him. I was that busy. I didn't see it.
Oh, Chief.
Okay.
That's so sad. What? He just died when you killed the other aircraft. It's like Gauntlet. You killed the boss creature of the group, or the lead creature of the group, and it just got rid of all of the others. Because he just straight up disappears.
But yeah, no, I've been wanting to try that tactic for a while. And when you said that 54 A's and it was the Tomcats, I thought, you know what? I'm going to try it. If I die, I die. If I don't, I don't.
Watch.
No, it's good.
The lost Saipan here for a minute. Wonder if that was ketchup.
Yep, took a hit there.
This guy's good in an SU-25A. I would be very shocked indeed if that wasn't ketchup, because Chief had said earlier that ketchup was getting on. They were going to hang out with them in voice.
I don't think that was ketchup. No.
Maybe not. Could just be another random dude. Hats off to him, though. Knows the frame. Yeah, no, it's ketchup.
Was it? Oh.
Last Saipan, yeah.
Say that person is making too good of an attack pattern there for it not to be ketchup.
For it not to be ketchup, yeah. I agree.
And it just name throws you off a little.
A little bit. It's like whenever Pip shows up with Astro or whatever. Or just when Pip shows up at all. Not really Pip's fault. He's like 15 hours ahead of us or whatever. He's way on the other end of the globe. Living in the future. All around, though, it was pretty decent work for that. Let's go ahead and flip this on over and go up to NTTR 75. Just get right back over here to the stream. Change
All right.
back to the game capture.
I'm going to disappear, so I will catch y'all later.
Sounds good. Thanks for flying, Trigger.
Later,
Always
Trigger.
a pleasure.
All right, that's on the event server, so let's just go ahead and join that. I started it up earlier with the updated version of this one.
I'm going to dip out and get some lunch too, Well,
Okay, take care.
So I'll probably be back on after.
Sounds good.
Later on.
Take care. Yeah, I like doing TAC view deconstructions. I tend to do it. I tend to do the TAC view reviews for myself, even if all I do is just a quick up and down flight and I don't really do a whole lot. Because for me, especially, being able to go back and review everything that happened and not just blame something on, oh man, I just died because of, lag, or DCS did something weird or whatever. And then you get in and look in the TAC view and go, no, there was a MiG-29 that has been hiding and rubbing on my ass there for a good hot minute. And shot me with a long-range thermal-guided weapon that never gave me a warning. And then all of a sudden I was dead. It's because I didn't see him. I never saw him slide in behind me. And it's like, okay, well, I got to try and pay attention for that more. I got to get in the habit of looking over the shoulder when I'm in on these runs. Something. So it's really kind of nice to be able to do things like that.
Request rearming.
All right, welcome back, folks. We are changing aircraft here. We're going to be flying the Swedish AJS-37 Viggen ground attack platform. We've also changed maps, so instead of being in the Persian Gulf, we are back home in Nevada, outside of Las Vegas. And I believe to start, we'll go up here to Yucca Pass.
Rearming complete.
And raise a little bit of hell. But we do have plenty of missions here in the zone. Should be good. Actually, you know what? We got enough people there. Might try pushing for Alamo. Of course, we don't have any cap at the moment. There are a couple of aircraft that are there. It is early morning, so the sun's coming up. It will be full dawn in like 10 minutes. At least if the mission editor didn't lie to me when I was encoding the time of day. Oh, nice. Okay. In that case, why don't we do one of the helicopter missions there, and I will change to Tonopah. Select one of the slots there in Tonopah. We'll do a couple of big boy Mavericks and the gun pods.
Request rearming. Copy.
What radio frequency are the helicopters going to be on there, Chief?
Rearming complete.
Go ahead and call in one of the rotor primary missions. Do combined arms. Start combined arms easy. It's in 4809 Bravo. Rotors are going to be on 124, so let me dial my radio over to 124. Okay, that's good. Ejector seats armed. And we will give ourselves waypoint for over there and just load a default cartridge. Alright, data cartridge is in the slot. Yeah, no, I like the visceral nature of a full fidelity frame. Get in there and push all the buttons and hear the clicks and the pushes and things. Okay, data cartridge is loaded. Need to encode and waypoint. probably do this longitude first. B1 is properly set up. Now we're going to make that M1. M1 is properly set up. Perfect. All right, great. Rid of that. They do if you drop the leading one. I've actually done this one quite a bit. If you drop the leading one, so that we only use like the, well, for want of a better expression, an easting instead of a westing, it encodes it properly in the Vigan. That's the workaround they have for it. So like what I did for this one, using lat long standard, instead of 1162656, I just type 162656. Which I imagine will probably work on the South Atlantic map as well. I just haven't tried it yet. I could mark the map and do it that way. I have done it that way, and it's certainly a lot faster with the DTC load. But every now and then I like doing these things by hand. IFF is on, Robot 75s are selected. Let me just make sure that I'm actually still connected to the SRS server. Ready to check 124. It's possible they have not started up just yet enough for that, but we are otherwise a good jet. Let's go ahead and take off the parking brake here. Our HUD glass up. I didn't even think to look where the what direction I was going to be traveling on this runway. Oh, yeah, that's right. Thanks, Beastier. Appreciate it. We'll catch you next time. And as always, you can always pick up the VOD later and watch the rest of it if you want to come back to it later on. Okay, the attackers should be about 30 minutes towards their objective.
Ready to check 124.
Lima Charlie 124. You find rotorcraft will enjoy the greatly reduced turbulence on this one. I Looks like Nixon's awake. Taking the active for Tonopah. For having never flown this module very seriously when I first picked it up years ago, it has definitely grown on me now. And 100% of that is all Mander's fault. She's playing Warframe right now. He's got to go to work later on, so he won't be joining us today. But putting the work in with the Spooja Space Dorito. Really picking it up. Take her out of Afterburner. Alright, I'm going to go in and take a peek, see if I can't remove the highest threat targets there. And try and pave the way for you folk.
Colt 611, Bra 111, 480 at 13,000 knots.
It's about 5 Swedish miles away, which is 50 kilometers. Put it in our most efficient afterburner. Okay, Maverick Seeker head is up. Done this a bunch of other times. Why is that giving me a complete wrong direction this time? Of course it would do it while it's on stream. Alright, let's do this again. And put Reflola 2. Seven, 2, 0. That's better. That's where it should be. East of where I was. I must have fat fingered a key in the first time I did it. Let's convert B2 to an attack point. What is now M2. And we're actually now heading right where we're supposed to go. That said, the seeker head on the Maverick is a little washed out right now. So TV seeker head is a little washed out at the moment, but we'll see what happens here as we get closer. Oh yeah, that's right. Thanks, Chief. Yeah, it's a little better. Point at the ground here and see if the contrast comes up. I might have to attack this from a whole different side, because I think looking at the sunrise is causing the problem. Pushing out south to try and attack it south to north. We got the gas, so let's go ahead and pull the throttle up here. And enjoy some coffee.
Colt 611, Bra 102, 470 at 13,000 knots.
Okay, now we're going to kick out east. And when my yellow bracket, kind of curlicue bracket there, is right about up north, we will be south of our desired waypoint. Only about 20 kilometers out, so as long as we got a good look with the camera, we should be able to immediately attack that target. Is Nixon able to pick us up on 124? Do we need to push to a different radio channel for the Hind? Let's get rid of this fuel tank that we don't need anymore. Ooh, there it goes. Alright, we're in under 20 kilometers, switching A and F. That's not doing it. Alright, switching to gun pods. I think they shot at me. Okay, south to north didn't work, so I'm going to try and go east to west. Pull the robots up again. There's our town. In from the west with guns. Safety's up. I was shot a little high. Extend real quick. Try and come back again on it. No, don't give me a compressor stall now. Check S60. We're just not using the radio today. I miss having extra voices in my head.
Colt 611, Bra 112, 460 at 13,000 hot.
Already getting some of that drift. See somebody flaring high. Alright, boys. Since you're in the other room, I'm just going to drop down into Discord with you and Imran for a minute, because communication is far more important. So give me just a moment, everybody.
Entirely.
Morning.
Okay.
Morning,
That's
folks.
fair. Hello.
Figured comms was better.
Well, none of us can push your frequency, so.
That's what I asked earlier for Chief, who's on the frequency. If
No,
I needed to go
I'm
to
in
a
a
different
gazelle,
one.
so I can push that frequency. Maybe you should not fly a poopy helicopter.
Wow.
That's what that's literally what I asked on the radio earlier. Was like, does 124 not work for Nixon? Do I need to go 1275? Like,
Yes,
Oh,
literally
right.
every
No one
time.
said no.
Yes.
No one said no to 124, so I didn't say anything.
I couldn't say no to 124 because I couldn't hear it because it was over a radio I couldn't tune.
no worries. We're all here now. Let's make it work.
So I dropped a bunch of bombs and they just exploded in my face.
I saw that. You were kicking.
I thought
out
I got hit with a. A what? Sorry.
You were kicking out flares and right over the target area, and
You cease to exist.
Shit, so side open. There you go. I was getting a weird crosshair. It's freaking out on me right now.
I think these things just catching on. I'm trying to.
I got
It
it
was
off
funny
the
because
nose.
It's
last night we were.
not any better for us. We missed 3 hots because they're apparently freaking out.
Yeah, last night I had fucking S5s exploding just on their own in midair. Like the burst would go like I fired a burst and it went about 1.5 kilometers and just like detonated.
Rifle
It wouldn't let
something.
me. Like, trying it again.
Knowing my luck, it's probably a building that thing's going after.
Oh, gee.
Okay. 5, 127. There we go.
Okay, now I can't use my entire site. God damn it.
Oh, yeah, no, it's definitely going after a building.
I wonder why desync is so weird today.
It was hitting us really bad early on. Like, I was watching GB6s that Faye dropped go right for the target like they're supposed to, and according to them, it definitely did not do anything like that. They went off into freaking space.
Site is inoperable. I can't open it.
And then like Chief and Frost haven't hit a missile, I don't think, since this is already.
Rifle, large object.
Hit 1, and then the next 3 we were just bouncing all over the place. There's no way you could have hit it.
There was a point in time where I went from straight and level flight to inverted and freaking out, and then back to straight and level flight.
Try it again.
Outpost destroyed. Bunch of infantry destroyed.
God, those Mavericks don't fuck around. Hey Reb, do your rockets work?
My rockets work?
Yeah, fire a burst.
I'm gonna come back around for the other outpost with the rest of what's in my gun pod.
No, they are not working. What's going on?
Yeah, S5's on inner only, doesn't work.
God damn it, I forgot about that. So we can only take 4 missiles?
So it's if you want to bring S5s, you can only take 4 missiles. S24s, you can do that with.
All right, I'll select S24. Fine.
Oh, now the site works.
Oh, maybe I had to go missiles and then, or go rockets and then back and then. Typical DCS day right now.
Guys, this patch might be jank.
I had to shut off every single of the guidance unit and then re-switch it back up for it to work.
Okay, gun pods are armed. Ooh, see another target.
I think that SA9 was probably still active.
I didn't see one, but
Check
It's still
PT-76. And I am out of
Might be out of
ammunition.
ammo, though.
Add up.
like, for what it's worth, Petrovich absolutely did not see anything like that.
Rep Crank, right?
Petrovich sucks.
I mean, yes, you're right, but
10 degrees. 20.
I can hear you in the walls.
30. Still 30. We're okay. Come up to 40.
Let me know when to turn back in.
Yeah, I think I've asked on the SA9. 10.
Turning in.
Nope, I have exhausted the gun pods in both Mavericks. I'm out. Your armored units are coming down the road. They're getting closer.
In range? I feel like we're not in range. Not for
If
sure.
only we had DCS combined farms, it would be better than combined arms.
I'm gonna give it 10 more seconds before I launch. We're not in range.
It would still take like 20 years to develop their chief.
I could launch. I'll start cranking left.
Correct.
And of course my game froze. Fuck this game. Save it? Can I save it?
Yes, you can.
Ah,
you gotta be
based.
Ketchup may in fact be based.
Based on what?
Tomatoes.
I made it the fuck up. Tomatoes.
Ketchup was using his old man in the TAC debrief. I was snickering. Because they were like, wow, this random SU-25 pilot is the best I've ever seen.
No, I figured it was Ketchup because nobody takes an SU-25A except Ketchup. And, you know, the lost Saipan, it's also kind of a giveaway for Ketchup, if you know anything about Ketchup.
What was this? What name was he using?
The lost Saipan. Which, you know, yeah, SU-25A is the first giveaway, and then the second one was like watching the attack patterns on it. It's like, no, that's Ketchup.
Yeah.
Nobody pushes a 25A that hard like Ketchup does.
Should be good. Rifle.
All right, time to turn my lights on.
Oh, are you fucking kidding me? That tree just rendered in front of the SA9. I'll try it anyways.
Thrust reversers armed.
I can't tell there's a kill.
Alright. Same direction inbound?
Yeah, sure.
Alright.
Maybe give it a bit more to the right.
Okay.
I hate when DCS fucking renders trees and buildings after, like, you reach a certain distance. That's so fucking annoying.
The one that trips me out is boats.
Oh, when the boats just shrink.
The fucking
the inflatable boats.
Yeah. Well, what's those like little pills
thing. It used to not be like.
Yeah.
Oh,
What's
yeah,
those little
like the little dinosaur pills.
Yeah, like what are they called? Like freaking.
Okay, we're on fire on my screen because we just nailed the ground. Okay, I think
that's awesome. So we're like gonna back out of this one.
Yeah, because that's bad.
That just
like, that's
like
fucking.
Should be okay.
That was like straight up. That was like straight up not working. That's pretty cool. Oh wait, until the
We're
next
actually gonna leave the close.
Yeah, can't actually blame the misfile for that one. I think that's
No, nothing the misfile's doing.
It's the mission. It's just fucking.
It's DCS update.
Goober networking. Nice hotfix, by the way.
ED, oh my god, we gotta add bullshit to the INS and the F-16. Also, ED breaks multi-crew netcode. Thanks.
It's kind of standard for them.
Does DCS need an operation medic bag?
I mean, did it ever not?
Oh, for fuck's sake. Chief Dehan is doing the jumpy side thing again.
It might be what we are experiencing as well. Frost is having no fun trying to shoot when it's freaking jumping like that.
Optically guided weaponry is really fun to do when you can't keep your optics steady.
Yep. Yeah. I've been whiffing that shot.
Oh, come on.
I'm glad I killed a few tanks on my way in earlier.
Actually, if friendly convoy is gonna make their way here, I should probably focus on the armor.
Oh, I definitely broke an engine.
Alright, go in. I'm gonna shift away from the SA9.
It's alright, we saved the jet. Definitely have broken landing gear. Times like all of them.
Oh. Okay.
I heard the sound. Was
Oh.
there a pop-up?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, we can stream and finish or return to base. Alright, we still got a few.
Yeah, I'll reconfigure our loadout.
What I did for a lot of these missions is at like the 75% mark, a lot of them finish. So that you're not stuck hunting down every last little infantryman in town.
Yeah, same thing I do for these kind of things. It's nice. It's like everything that matters. If you want to go shoot more stuff, you can, but like you're done. Oh, hey, I've returned my APs on. I threw.
You gonna go RTB?
Yeah, RTB.
Alright.
Am I going the right direction, right?
We could do the hard version of the combined arms.
275 to be exact.
Should be out to the south from Tonopah.
DCS Combined Farms.
Oh, is it that same site where there's like fucking high?
I think so.
Nope.
I think there's actually Heinz guarding that one too. But it should be down at like the TPECR, like due south from Tonopah. Little town that's there.
Yeah.
Let me shoot your home plate. So I was already heading out to the objective from the other side anyway.
There's still a few targets there if you want to take some shots on the way.
I have a bunch of rockets. I would like to throw something.
Just let's hope you don't explode.
Copy.
But no, Nixon, that's not a unique phenomenon. I've had issues in the Frogfoot in the past where firing my SA they would collide and explode.
I guess there's nothing that says like it's not like theoretically possible or anything. It's never happened to me.
Dispersion is that bad, bro? Holy moly.
Yeah.
Oh no,
It
that's
is.
right. It's actually the town of Rachel. My bad. So there's another FARP out to the east at 74 Charlie in November Bravo 76. There should be spawns
Hey, that's what
there.
I took off from.
There should be spawns there, yeah.
Plum.
Okay, so we're going to
Plum
Rachel.
restricted my air filter on the gas.
Where's Rachel?
It's to the east. It's due north of Groom Lake in Coyote Charlie.
I'm in fact not allowed to filter air.
I don't see a town over there, but
It's where all the blue shit is. It just
Sundown.
spawned. It's 30 nautical miles away, 082. Your
oh,
position.
okay. Go over there. Got it.
Oh, Rob, do you wanna just divert off? Wait, what?
Go spawn over there.
Hello.
1 second. Oh, no. Yeah, head back to base. My bad.
Okay.
The objective is down to the south. Is it? Wait.
All right, folks. We've reached the end of the normal stream time there, so I'm going to go ahead and put a pin in that. But it's been a fun run. Probably go out and get some food here in just a little bit. We'll go ahead and flip everything over here while I'm getting the repair. I appreciate all the follows, all of the likes, all the subscribes, all that kind of stuff. If you want to give me your free Bezos bucks with Amazon Prime, I appreciate that very much too. Otherwise, you can always donate directly at coffee.com/PylamJRomar. You can also catch this and other VODs on the YouTube channel at youtube.PylamRomar. Our usual week-to-week stuff, since we're pushing back to the beginning of the week, is going to have Monday. We have 2 streams. Helldivers 2 is starting at 6 p.m. Pacific time, followed by Classic Games at 9 p.m. Pacific time. Friday nights, we got Arma 3 and Stasi, currently on Camlo Nam, really playing through that campaign. It's been a good push here so far. If you missed out what we did on Friday night, that VOD should be up on YouTube shortly, later on this afternoon. But we really made a solid push there on that one, and started turning things around, and creating our corridor to get our supplies and stuff, so it's really interesting there for Arma 3. And of course, Saturday mornings, we're here doing DCS stuff, flight sim stuff at 9 a.m. bright and early in the morning. But with that, we're going to go ahead and call that a night here for now. So, always ask for consent, try to communicate as best you can with your partners, try to be genuinely decent human beings to one another, and we will catch up with you later on. Thanks for watching, folks. Have a good night.